Alright guys, so I thought that I'd make a video on basically the state of blackshot right now. Blackshot over the past couple of days has been going through a little bit of a crisis, I would say. I don't, if someone wants to come and say to me crisis is too dramatic, sure, your choice. I honestly believe that crisis fits the bill pretty well, pretty well. Um, Let me just basically go through what's happened. Okay, so long story short, the marathon event that they ran on Blackshot Global, the rewards for that from this point of me making this video have not been distributed. It's not the end of the world, you know, no one's dead. It's okay. It's not super important, but I do feel like it would have been quite a nice thing to distribute those rewards a day or so after the event has been completed. But hey, it hasn't happened yet. But more notably, actually, and what I want to talk about more is Blackshot Seer and the absolute disaster that has happened just because Paprika Play, I know, it's Papaya Play, just because Vertigo, anyway, wanted to get all of the money from the Seer server. They didn't want to share it with from what I understand, they're called distributors. They didn't want to basically share it with somebody who was licensing Blackshot in the SEA region. Instead, they wanted to take it over so that they could get all of the income that comes from that server. Which, for anybody who knows, a lot of people cash in there. I mean, okay, maybe not, percentages, maybe not as much as global, but they have a much larger player base in SEA. Anyway, the problem that they're having right now, and as you can see here, the reason why I'm on this page, is that there are a load of problems in the CS server. Now, I would never blame, and I don't blame Vertigo for the fact that their servers are being DDoS attacked. That's not their fault. That's because people are obviously angry and mad because they got their accounts banned because they're cheating, and so they're taking it out on Vertigo. They're like, I'm really mad at this situation, so let me DDoS like a little fucking 12-year-old. That's just the way it is, you know. The problem is the fact that they don't seem to have a backbone to their servers. They don't seem to have a very good way of dealing with the situation. Now, I don't know how badly they are being DDoSed. I don't know that it's crazy levels of DDoSing. I doubt it to a certain degree. I doubt it. But again, I don't really know. And the problem really is that while this is happening, a lot of people are not being able to play the game. And because a lot of people are not being able to play the game, a lot of people are being very angry towards the situation. And I don't blame them. If you pay for a service, which, if you're buying guns and things, you are paying to be able to use those items for that specific amount of time. If your service is then disrupted, that's not your fault. You shouldn't be punished. You shouldn't lose the time on your cash items for the disruption in service. And this is a big problem that Blackshot has. And this is a problem that a lot of people in CS server, especially right now, are struggling with. You know, if you go in to a car wash with your car and you say, can you wash my car? I'm paying for the service. Here you go. And then halfway through the machine breaks to wash the car. What do? They either refund you or they give you some form of compensation that's equivalent to the situation. Because that's nothing to do with you. That's not your fault. If you buy a fucking headset, if you buy a mouse or a keyboard from a reputable company and they send it to you and the thing is broken, you've paid for that. You've paid for a working product. You've paid for the privilege of having that product. If that isn't working, what do? You can either one of two things. In a lot of countries, I'm not sure exactly what the laws are in the SEA region, But in quite a lot of countries, I know in my country specifically, I can get a full refund, or it's under warranty, which means again I can get a replacement item with no cost associated to that. They will deal with my issue, and they will give me the appropriate compensation. Now, I'm not sure what you guys will get on Sphere. Honestly, if this DDoS lasts for a while, I can only assume that you will get a reasonable um a reasonable reward. But I mean, you know, I like I can't disagree with this guy. I can't actually disagree with him. I don't know. I don't honestly know. If you want my honest opinion on the situation, I think that Vertigo are trying to take on so much. They're trying to put their fingers in every little pot that they can find to try and dig out as much gold as possible and get as much money as possible from everything they can. That they are spreading their servers. They are spreading themselves so thin that it's just awful. Now, if you want to come to the global side, we can talk about it slightly differently from the global side. From the global side, how awful are our servers? How fucking terrible are these servers that we've got? I'm sure there are a couple of German kids who are sitting there running the blackshot servers on their fucking laptops. That's how bad they are. That's how fucking bad they are. And when I say German kids, I'm not being offensive to Germans. From my understanding, I'm pretty sure the servers are in Germany. Could be mistaken. And that's the situation. And even when we can log in global also, even when we can play, if somebody has even 50 milliseconds, even 1 bar of full ping on the servers, 50 milliseconds, they are killing you through fucking walls. They are killing you before you even see them because of the damn low tick rate that is on the servers. The servers are honestly designed like they were supposed to run multiplayer games in 2001 or something. They are fucking awful. And this is just yet another sign of how awful the servers are and how little infrastructure there seems to be for the servers. That is the problem. And I feel really sorry for you guys in SEA because honestly, when I lose time on my items because of like server instabilities and if I can't log in, I flip my shit also because then I'm paying for something that I'm not receiving. I'm paying for something that I'm not receiving. Now, if I wanted to be an asshole, I could probably, in my country at least, I could probably try and find a legal way of getting a refund for that because I didn't get what I was paying for. And this is a big issue. So really you have to think to yourself, are you willing to put your hard-earned cash into a game that you don't feel is going to be stable, is going to be reasonably hack-free? It has to be your decision, really. It's awful. I feel sorry for you guys, like I said. Um, in global, like I said, from when I'm making this video right this second, we do not have the rewards. As soon as the rewards are distributed, I will open the boxes, record and open the boxes, and I will put it up on YouTube for you guys to look at. But yeah, really don't know what to say, guys. I really like you guys in SIA. I think you're awesome. A lot of you guys are really cool guys. I got pretty much nothing but warm welcomes when I went and played on SIA. Yeah, majority of you are awesome guys over there. So I really wish that things would get better for you. Good luck, guys.